Hi. Welcome back, guys. It's the end of the month, and so that means it's time for my monthly wrap-up. Mom is looking a hot mess tonight. Sorry. It's okay. I know. It's fine. I've had a day and a week and also a month. It's my book club in like 20 minutes, and this was the time I carved out to do this. So, oops. I did not have time to get ready. I have been out all day attempting to find my Halloween costume. Spoiler, it's going to be Princess Peach in sweatpants, because that's what it's been like lately. Can you hear my baby crying? I have felt like crap all month, which has not helped with my reading. And I don't plan on feeling much better until like December. So, that sucks. But I did get 6 books read. So, let's talk about them. Here we go. Number 1, Anxious People by Fredrik Backman. I did an entire review on this book, so check that out and you can hear all of my thoughts. It is spoiler-free. I really, really loved this book. It was great. It was Fredrik Backman being Fredrik Backman. It was wonderful. Next, I listened to Hex on audio. What is that author's name? It is, by Thomas Olde. Heuvelt? Sorry. It was good. It was not scary. I didn't find it scary. I don't know. It was good. It was fine. I liked it. I had heard that it was really, really super scary, though, so I was kind of expecting, it to be scarier. Basically, it's this town, and everybody who lives there or is born there knows about this witch. And the witch, she's from ye olden times. They were very, very bad to her, and they killed her, and they made her kill her children, and I too would be pissed and curse you forever. They had it coming. I mean, I don't want to tell you the ending because that's a big old spoiler, but it had an ending. The book did end, and it was good. It was fine. Maybe I just don't love horror books. Maybe you need to get scared to like horror. Next, this one was a weird little book called Ghost Wall. I don't have it because I borrowed it and I've given it to Jen, who will then give it back. Anyways, it was this really weird little book. It was about this school trip that these kids, it sounded like they were in like college, were going on with a teacher. And there's 3 of them. They go, and this girl and her dad and her mom. The dad is like he's obsessed with the Iron Ages. So whenever that is. So this girl's dad is just obsessed with that stuff, so he, volunteers to use his vacation time for the year to be like a tour guide. And it's this story of kind of abuse and family and the past and the present. And it's really, really interestingly told. If you want a book with a plot, this isn't it. It's not for you. I don't know. Sometimes I'm good with a book without a plot. It's fine with me if it was a good ride. And this one was. So, very short read. It was like 130 pages. Really, really fast. Who was it? Sarah Moss. Sarah Moss wrote this one. Check it out. And it's a beautiful little book. This is the cover. Terry, it's your turn. So, continuing on with Discworld, I finished Jingo. And, reading this one, I was really nervous the whole time because these books started in the 80s and then span, 40 years since there's 40 books. Wow, time is weird. Is that even possible? How does that work? 80s, 90s, 10s, 20s. I'll figure that out later. I cannot math on a good day. And this isn't a good day. It's a fine day, it's whatever. Klatch in the books is basically the Middle East. It's super stereotypical, the whole thing. And it's not just the Middle East that gets this treatment. It's literally everyone. Everywhere gets it. And so they would say these things in the book that I was like, oh no. But then, like, a paragraph later, it would be directly addressed as being a shitty thing to say. Because the story is basically, so Jingo means people who are obsessed with war, like for war's sake. That's just me trying to remember. Here's what it really means. Maybe I was close, I don't know. This is these two places just trying to find reasons to go to war. And a big theme in the book is racism and just being shitty and how that's not okay. These characters will say shitty things and then they will get called out for it. And so it was this wild ride of like, okay. So for its age, for its time, I think it was actually handled really well and was an interesting story. I think he did a good job. But it was, I don't know. It was great. It was a good book. It wasn't one of my favorite Discworlds, but it was actually very good. Whew. Then, continuing on with Terry. So, Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman wrote a book together called Good Omens. Maybe you've heard of it. There is an incredible series on Amazon Prime. They did an amazing job of that series. I had watched it before I had read this book. And holy crap, like, they nailed it. It was really good. I listened on audio. The audio was fantastic. And it had the Pratchett humor, and it had the Gaiman tone. It is a story about the apocalypse and the end of the world, the coming of the Antichrist, and the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. There's an angel and a demon who are working together to stop it. It was great. I really enjoyed it. And it's been on my TBR since forever, so I'm really glad to just finally have that one scratched off. And lastly, I only read 6 books this month, but the last one was The Mercies. And this was my book club book for the month. It started out bad. Not the book, it wasn't going well. It was slow and depressing, and I wasn't having a good time reading it. So, as it got closer and closer to book club, I had to do something. So I got it on audio so that, I could get it done in time. And that actually ended up drastically changing my experience. The audio was fantastic. It snowed here randomly. It doesn't usually do that. But the addition of the snow really added to the atmosphere of the book. So being out, like, in my car driving and having it be extra cold out, I don't know. It made the book feel better. It was still a pretty depressing time, and I think I would have liked it better at a different time. I've got things kind of piling and compounding that are just really trying to make reading extra difficult for me right now. But I don't regret reading it. It's set in the 1600s. A storm comes rolling through and kills all the men from this village. The women have to pull together and survive. And that sounds like it would have been a great story. That's not really how it goes. There's a lot of infighting and catfighting, and things go bad and then they go worse. And yeah, it's a story about kind of community, and it's based on true events. The author does a thing at the end about kind of what she based it on. And historically, it feels super accurate. The one thing I really liked about it was I knew it was going to be a witch book, but I kind of expected a magical element to it. But it was very, very what an actual witch trial would have been like. Because, spoiler, there aren't any witches. They were just women. They were just killing women. And a couple guys. But mostly women. So, yeah, it was very sad and heartbreaking. And there was one thing, if you've read the book, There was a lesbian subplot, and it was going really, really good. I found the climax of that to be off-putting. I didn't think it went well with the story. I think that could have been executed better, but that's not how it went, so whatever. If you've read it, let me know. Let me know what you thought, and let me know if you've read any of these books. That's it, guys. I have to go. I am late. So have a wonderful day. Like the video, subscribe, ring the bell, and share it with all of your friends. Thanks. I'll see you next time. Bye. Come here, big face. You want to be in this video? You so desperate? Come on. Come get your shining moment of glory. Okay, fuck you. I can do this. I got this.